And welcome back to Mariucci Arena as our second intermission continues in the 1994 Mariucci Classic. This year featuring three teams that were in the NCAA Final 12 last year, including the Broncos of Western Michigan, Bill Wilkinson. Pretty good year for you last year and a good start for you coming into this season.
Well, thanks, Frank. Yeah, I thought we played very well down the stretch last year, and we're excited about it. We want to be back in the Final 12 again this year, and that's one of the things we're really trying to gear up to do.
A field such as this tournament would give you a pretty good tune-up as well.
Well, and you got top two teams are BU and Minnesota in the top 5 in the country, and anytime you have those two quality teams in the program, then you got a chance to move yourself up the ladder.
I know one thing you're high on this year is the depth that you have. You're free to use, you think anyway, the 4 lines pretty regularly.
Well, we do have pretty good depth. We got one boy hurt Thursday night practice, so it kind of chops it down a little bit, but I'm pleased with that aspect of it. We've got 2 really good offensive lines, and I think we got 2 other lines that are capable of playing at both ends of the rink very well. And defensively, we got 6 kids out there that can play hard, solid defensive defense. And Brian Renfrew is maybe the only goaltender we have that's capable of playing, I think, at the level that we need him to play at.
Some of your offense comes from a bit of a contrast of players, some Mutt and Jeff, if you will, and Jamal Mayers and Chris Brooks. Tell us a little bit about those 2.
Well, Jamal, to me, is a kind of a prototype pro player. He's a big, strong kid, skates extremely well. He's got a great shot. And Chris Brooks is the opposite. He's a smaller type of player who works just on tenacity and goes to the net very well and does a lot of things on second effort.
The CCHA is the only league in the country now that's gone back to the one referee system. How have your players reacted to it? How do you think they're going to adjust this weekend when there are 4 eyes looking at them now?
Well, we played at Clarkson just in early November, and we had 2 referees out there, and it didn't seem to affect things to any great extent different than what we were used to in the CCHA. And just anytime you have 2 more referees, one guy's going to call it different than the other, and sometimes neither one calls it, so who knows what can happen from that standpoint.
Okay. Bill Wilkinson, thanks very much for joining us.
Okay, thanks, Frank.
All right, and our intermission will continue here at Mariucci Arena. For those of you watching on WABU, we'll take a break, so you can take a news break. Those of you watching in the upper Midwest will be back with scores and highlights right after this.